With the weekend going quiet after the James Bradberry signing, the Eagles have another move to speak of coming today. And, well, they seem to still be adding to the cornerback position in terms of competition. But where does that leave the team after the veterans depart? Well, I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later. What is up, Bird brothers and sisters? Lindy End Zone is in for the touchdown, taking the lead for the Philadelphia Eagles. One video at a time. And, well, you got an extra sound bit there as I was going through my introduction to the video. My dog must have been I think it was my dog barking in the background, but nonetheless, a little extra sound bit there. But I did want to give a quick opening shout out to my joining of Sideline Sports Networking, creating what is now a flagship podcast show with Philly Jim for the Eagles called Linked In. Successful episode 2, either at or eclipsed 100 views, which is quite the improvement from the first episode. And we're just gonna get better. Continuing it episode after episode. Just gonna grow. We're gonna grow as a tandem together in this podcast. That you can check out every single Friday, either on Philly Jim's YouTube channel or Sideline Sports YouTube channel. And, it's been an awesome journey so far in the growth of myself with the network. And while that is happening simultaneous with my channel here, that doesn't mean that the content stops. You're always going to come here for my content alongside the podcast. So if you are new to the channel, love to have you a part of the End Zone fam. That sub is free, that like is free to get it out, further amongst the masses of Eagles fans, more of the Bleed Green Nation to, see what the hell I have to say. But with that, let's get a little bit into the conversation here with what the Eagles were able to do today. From the waiver wire, they have acquired cornerback Jimmy Moreland, who has spent his career so far, as the 2019 7th-round pick for the Washington Commanders, and then he ends up getting cut and goes to the Houston Texans, who just cut him, and he was released to the waiver wire, in which he was claimed by Philly. Let's see. I mean, not much to really say here other than he's going to add, to the room of competition with the rest of the bodies that are in the secondary, the cornerback room. Most notably, we have been talking about lately the guys behind James Bradberry and Darius Slay. As we know, Avonte Maddox locking down his spot in the slot. And then, gets a little bit dicey after that. So Zech McPherson, Josh Jobe, Mario Goodrich, 2 of the undrafted free agents, a couple of guys that were traded for, and Kerry Vincent Jr. and Tay Gowan. And then now you add Jimmy Moreland into the mix, who I think in about 30 games, 17 of those were starts. He has a interception to his name, a collection of tackles. And he has a combination of, experience with defensive snaps and special teams. So he offers a little bit of a combination there for a guy, for Denard Wilson and Michael Clay to work with. And we'll see what he does, in terms of being able to make it past some of the cuts, whether it be through OTAs and then getting into training camp. Let's see how far he gets. Maybe he gets past the first round of cuts, maybe he doesn't. But it just continues to help in the means of elevating competition. With James Bradberry being here as a rental so far on that $1 million up or 1 million 1 year up to $10 million contract, and then Slay I think is in the final year of his deal as well. So I mean, the future of the quarterback spot outside of Avonte Maddox in the slot, if the Eagles don't manage to maintain Slay and Bradberry, you got to find a little bit of something there. And wow, there's no guarantees that the rest of the bodies in our cornerback room are going to have, any capacity to fill the roles of what Slay and Bradberry have been able to do to this point. Well, I mean, still, at the same time, it'd be nice for Philly to be able to grow, to have some homegrown talent. But, we'll see as time goes by. But, not much to really speak of on the waiver claim, but that's what the Eagles have that's what the Eagles have done as of lately after the signing of James Bradberry. So, let me know y'all's thoughts down in the comments on this. Like I said, not much to really speak of it other than, continues to add competition to a position group that, the Eagles haven't done a whole lot in addressing pre-Slay era. And now that we got two, legitimate corners, or that we've had two legitimate corners since Slay being here. Now you add Bradberry. Bradberry doesn't have to be the number one like he was at the Giants. He doesn't always necessarily have to cover the number one receiver. That'll be for Slay, and it just opens up a lot more opportunity. But we got to find out who's going to be coming in behind them, and Jimmy Moreland just adds competition to that room. So with that, Let me know y'all's thoughts down in the comments. But I'm going to get out of here for this one. Fly Eagles, fly Bleed Green. You already know the deal. Go Mavs, MFFLs. Please don't get swept. It's looking like it. But take care of yourselves, everyone. Have a good rest of your Monday. And I will see you next time.